Hi everyone, long time. Thank you all of you who checked on me. Yes, I'm back on form. Oh, the tooth nearly, the tooth nearly took me. But I'm here today and I want us to talk about a client who came to see me because her story might as well be a story for many of us. Now, this is a client who has been diagnosed with diabetes and hypertension and is suffering from bone pain, nerve pain. And so she is attending 3 clinics in major hospitals. Okay. So she attends the diabetic clinic and gets her diabetic medication. But the diabetic team identifies that she has high blood pressure. So they also give her some high blood pressure medication. She then attends her high blood pressure clinic. And yeah, the routine, they give her blood pressure medication, stepping up the dose because the blood pressure doesn't seem to be going down. She's attending a clinic, bones and nerves, because she has tingling, she's starting to get all sorts of pain, fatigue. And so they work on her nerves, but also realize that her blood pressure is really high. They also give her high blood pressure medication. Now, by the time she found me, she was on quite a handful of medications. But important to note, when I sorted the medication, I realized she was taking about 6, 7 different medications, all for high blood pressure, bearing different names, some combinations, but majority at maximum dose because her blood pressure was actually very high even the day she came to me. Her blood sugar was still very high. Those who understand the language, HbA1c was around 15. Her average was around 21, 22 millimoles on daily. That is very, very high. And ideally, that should explain why she's having nerve issues and the pains and the fatigue and everything, okay? But here is one thing I want to emphasize. This client was doing everything that she had been told to do. Really trying. She was very responsible. Taking her medications as they've been given, attending clinics on time, okay? But something was not coming through. What it was lacking is someone to look at her in a bigger picture, someone to see her, to see the village in its entirety and to connect the dots, okay? So some of us might be thinking, oh, that's sad. For me, I attend only one doctor. I don't do things like that. But let me show you something that we are all doing, okay? Self-medication. We are doing a lot of self-medication. You get a headache, you grab a painkiller from the pharmacy. Your joints hurt, a friend recommends something, okay? You're on TikTok, you see a good supplement for women and men 40 and above, you buy it, okay? Your sleep is not very well, you learn about the melatonin gummies, you buy them for your sleep, okay? Or some of us are taking all sorts of herbal mixtures, okay? Now, none of those things is bad on their own, by themselves. But here is the question. Who is keeping track of the total load you are putting on the kidneys, for example, or on the liver? Who is looking at you in an entirety, like the whole you? How sure are you that some of the signs and symptoms you're fighting are not side effects of medications you're already taking? Or how sure are you that the medications you're taking are working together or are they not working together? Okay. So I'm to say talking about this lady. So all those blood pressure medications, unfortunately, by the time she came to me, her kidney has been damaged. She's in what we call the chronic kidney disease, CKD level 3. Her EGFR is about 42, and yet normal is 90 and above. Okay. So 5 medications, 3 different clinics. She's added things of her own. She has supplements, she has herbs, okay? She's buying, it's just a mess, okay? And none of these are talking to each other. Okay? So I've seen people perfect blood work, but they're taking nearly 12 different supplements. And you find 3 of them are antagonizing each other. Or 3 of them are combinations that include the other. So even taking double doses, triple doses, okay? And you cannot tell which of these is going to affect your system. So sometimes you don't need 3 clinics to have what we call fragmented care. You just need a cupboard full of quick fixes. Painkiller here, this there, this there, this there. So you're managing symptoms, you're firefighting. Okay? And yet on my side, I'm saying, can we go for the root causes? Can we find out why? From the root. And can we close that up? So here's my question, and I want you to be honest. There's no judgment, no fear here. Okay? Right now, when you look at your medicine cabinet or your nightstand or your kitchen counter, wherever you're keeping these things, your bag, try and count how many things you're putting in your body that aren't prescribed by someone who sees your whole picture. Painkillers, supplements, herbal remedies, leftover antibiotics when you see something, things for sleep, vitamins, okay? Mulondo, all sorts of juices, okay? Just comment a single number, even if it's 0 and even if it's 15. I won't call you out, but I want you to start seeing yourself. To be honest, kidney failure or kidney disease in this lady was avoidable. And I'm not blaming the clinics. I mean, the structure of our healthcare sometimes is like that. But you now have an opportunity of somebody who is teaching you that the best care is that which sees the whole of you, okay? So that woman's story didn't start at 3 clinics. It started with 1 pill for 1 symptom, then another, and no one was watching the full stack. So you may not be having a failing kidney today, but every time you add something without a quarterback, you're playing a game of chance, okay? So I'm here, Dr. A, not to replace your doctors or your favorite herb shops. What I do is what someone else is not doing. I give you the full picture. Your meds, your supplements, your herbs, your symptoms, your labs, all in one place. I want you to learn about you and what you can do. Sometimes you're taking medication for things that we do not need to take. I always talk of people who are brought in very late in the night. An ambulance at 3 a.m., very expensive stuff. You assess, and all the person needs is us to put a cannula and run a drip dextrose, that is some water with sugar. Or we run a moseline, that is some water with salt. And the true question here is that something that you could not have done at home and save the expenses? But no, you couldn't, because you do not understand even how your own body functions, okay? So the first step out of fragmentation isn't more pills, not more protocols. It is that one person, Dr. A, to see the whole of you. I see the village, I see the flames, I see the smoke, I see the sparks. And we work together to ensure that we can put this out. I thought I should share that story, but please, in the comments, tell me, just by number, how many things are you taking? And thank you so much for those who checked on me. The tooth, that tooth was finishing me. So have yourselves a beautiful morning.